Okay, so here's that upper distraction series. Distraction just basically means that you create some space within the joint. And then what we're going to do with that is we're going to move it around. We're going to lubricate it. We're going to break up all the gunk, so on and so forth. So this is really great for the shoulders, the thoracic spine, and if you have any neck pain, this is just going to create space between your whole upper back. So you get a heavy band and you hook it up to something that's higher, okay? And what you're going to do, I'll start with this side. Same thing, loop the band around your wrist and then grab it. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna face kind of like away from it, right? And what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna get a good amount of pressure on this. So what this is doing is pulling the arm away from the spine essentially. Make sure your arm is slightly rotated backwards, okay? And I'm just gonna start with 10 breaths, all right? So I'm gonna take big deep breaths. And what I'm gonna do with each breath is I'm gonna inhale, I'm gonna push all the air into the shoulder. And when you do that, you're going to expand the whole area. You're going to get small stretches on all the little muscles in the area. And then on the exhale, what you're going to do is you're going to calm down the nervous system. So you're going to feel like the stretch gets deeper and deeper with every exhale. You might not feel anything until 5 breaths, and then you might just start to feel a ton of stretching and opening up happening. So you start with 10 breaths on this side, and then you go to the other side. Face the other way. And the reason you want to go to the other side is because you want to give this hand kind of a rest. You want to have so much tension on the band that you have to give this hand a little bit of a rest. So step out, slightly rotate back, take some big deep breaths. 9. So that's 10 breaths there. Come back to the other side, loop the band around your wrist, slightly rotate backwards. Then what you're gonna do from here is you're gonna do slight retraction. It's called a retraction. So what I'm doing is I'm not pulling with the elbow, I'm not pulling the whole arm, I'm not bending the elbow at all. What I'm doing is I'm moving the shoulder. Now, you probably don't have functionality in these muscles, which means these muscles are not doing their job. They're not working. So it's gonna be hard for you at first, okay? So depending on where you are on this exercise, if you're first starting on this exercise, I say start off with 30 reps total, 20 reps are fast, 10 reps are a little bit slower in the stretch, okay? So what that looks like is this. So I can't use this, I don't know how to do it. So right now I'm just gonna go in and out 20 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And all I'm trying to do is find that functionality, just bring that functionality back to my shoulder retractors, right? A lot of muscles get shut off because we sit at our desk for too long, whatever the case might be, they don't work the right way. All right, so I found that movement in there now. I now have movement in there after 20 reps. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm squeeze in. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to actually open up now. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. And just gotta find out what works for you. If this is in your program, you might see a tempo for this to follow. But if you're newer, you need to start off with more reps to find the functionality, and then you need to work into the stretch, okay? So I did my 30 reps, 20 fast, 10 slow on that side. Come to this side, grab the band, slightly rotate back, 20 reps. 3, 4, 5. If you notice, I'm not bending my elbow. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing any of this. I'm just moving the shoulder. If you have a lot of cracking and popping, that's good. You want to find those spots and you want to open them up. Okay, so 20 reps. Now 10 are going to be a little bit slower, and I'm going to let it stretch at the end. I might pull out a little bit more to get some good tension on that band. Let it pull. Good. 20 fast, 10 slow. Okay? Now the last thing you're going to do is go back to the first arm. This is the last exercise in this series. Same thing. I'm going to step out, get a lot of good tension on that band. Now you should have a lot of mobility in the shoulder. What I'm going to do here now is I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to create space within the shoulder joint, and I'm going to get some rotation into the shoulder. So this is helping with your rotator cuff muscles. It's helping everything: pecs, lats, rotator cuff, deltoids, neck muscles. If you have tightness up here in the neck, everything. This is such a great exercise. And you can, take it how you feel. If this is in your program, you might have a number for this. But really, it's just kind of like feeling it out, creating that space, and going into what feels good. Okay, so I'm just getting that rotation. And you might find out that when you start doing this, you might not have that much rotation at all. But the more you get through it, the more you're going to really be able to rotate. And the farther back you can squeeze it, the more contraction you're going to feel in the shoulder blade. I love this exercise. It just creates a space and then breaks up all the gunk. Okay, did my reps on that side, then I come back to the original side, the other side, get a good pull, and then I'm rotating. Start off a little bit slower. I love this exercise. All that cracking in there, just opening everything up. I love it. As always, if you feel any pain, stop immediately. But learn the difference between pain and discomfort.